Welcome back to Ithaca BJJ. Ever find yourself stuck in mount and every escape attempt seems to get you into deeper waters? Well, if you're new to Jiu-Jitsu, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Today, we're going to address that problem. Let's get started. Typically, we find ourselves in this position here. We put our hands against the hip and we push to escape. This is basic white belt stuff. But here's the problem. We get to this half guard type position and then we end up in something like this. An experienced opponent is going to attempt some kind of an S mount. So the question is, do you hold on to that ankle or do you just let them take mount? I want you to pause the video and let us know your choice in the comments. Well, the actual answer is neither of these answers. For obvious reasons, you don't want to just give up the mount, but if you hold on to that ankle too long, that's going to happen. You're going to get your back taken. So typically, your opponent's going to try to wrap you up, but before they can do that, you need to get your hands together and press against that hip. Now this part's very important. You're going to take that top leg and use it to push your opponent forward and then shrimp to get back to a solid half guard position. Let's watch that again. So in this position, typically your opponent is going to do what John's doing. He's going to try to connect his chest with your back, because this is what's going to help them get solid back control. Now in this position here, John's hands are already connected, so Matt is pushing himself forward, connecting his hands to his arm, and then pushing upward. This gets his hands out. There. John still has control of that arm, but Matt is on his way out. And now he can reestablish that control and get back to a position where he can push against John's hips, propel him forward with that top leg, and get back to half guard. So this is something all of you are used to seeing. You get mounted. You get your hands pressed against the hip and bam, your opponent drops into what's called a technical mount. So what you see beginners do often is they take that bottom hand and they stick it under the leg. Bad idea. Why? Because it leads to something like this. You get stuck in a triangle. An alternative is to use that top arm, which allows you to create a scramble and get back to a fighting position. Let's see that again. There's that top arm, there's your scramble, and you're out. Now be careful, because an experienced opponent is going to do something like this. You stick that top arm through, he's going to rotate that leg over, and he's going to get the side control. But you know what? I'll take side control over mount any day of the week. So here's John with his version of that top arm escape. Here it is again. He's drilling this with Jabin. Now here's the impressive part. Jabin is doing a live roll with Professor Matt. And there's nothing more thrilling than seeing someone hit something in a live roll that we just worked on. There's the position. So what should Jabin do? So here, Professor Matt pauses because he wants to see if Jabin recognizes the position. Does he keep the ankle or get out of there? There's that top arm and he's out. That was awesome. Here it is again. Excellent work, Jabin. Excellent work. And there you have it. Thanks again for joining Ithaca BJJ. And remember to like and subscribe for more content. And hey, stop getting stuck in mount. Thank you.